Now at 10, the community of Uniontown comes together for a Labor Day picnic celebration. Plus, an old hospital in Parsons is transformed into a haunted house ahead of the Halloween season. And we take a deep dive into our J365 program and highlight one of its reporters.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A Missouri family wants answers after police tased a 5-year-old boy at a Labor Day festival. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Elise Noe. Officers say it was an accident. Part of the incident was caught on video. Diamond Palmer reports.
I could hear him screaming in the background and I didn't really know what happened.
It's a mother's worst nightmare. Bystander video capturing the moments in which Zoe Fortenberry's son Jackson was tased. Video shows him on the left side of your screen with his uncle Jeremiah. Fun quickly turned to chaos at an annual Labor Day picnic. According to Deloge police, they deployed a taser at 2 men fighting that ended up bouncing off the ground and hitting 5-year-old Jackson.
So we had just left, and like 5 minutes later, my brother had called me and said that he asked where we was and said that there was an incident and that we needed to come back.
As soon as we opened the door and he seen that was me and his mom, he just grabbed a hold of us and started, crying.
The family says the police never apologized for their actions, and they want to know why a taser was used in such a high traffic area.
I just don't think tasers was necessary, especially in a crowd with a lot of kids and a lot of people.
According to Deloge Police Department, the first taser strike hit one suspect successfully. When the officer fired a second time, intending to hit the second suspect, that's when it hit Jackson. A day later, Jackson is back on his feet and returning to normal activities. But his family says that doesn't stop the trauma of the situation.
You don't want them to fear officers, so you have to let them know that they're not the bad guys. But then again, how do you explain how he was tased?
As for what's next for the family, they say time will tell as the Deloge Police Department proceeds.
Was everything done that should have been done? Is kind of why we're waiting on the investigation. Was this prevented or could have been prevented is the question.
Jackson's family plans to meet with police on Tuesday, hoping they get more answers about the incident. Joplin police released the names of 2 people killed in a crash involving 3 motorcycles Saturday night. Police say 2 motorcyclists, 18-year-old Colton Goodard of Welch, Oklahoma, and 20-year-old Taryn Morris of Miami, were recklessly speeding down Main Street when they ran into another motorcyclist, 60-year-old Mark McGowan of Miami. Morris and McGowan died in the crash. Goodard was not hurt, but has been charged with 2 counts of felony murder. Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us with a first look at weather.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a hot one for us today. The unofficial end of summertime. 97 was our daytime high, so we got up there. 74 is where we started. 86 is our average high for this time of the year. Look at the record, 102 set back in 1954. Temperatures right now, upper 70s, all the way up to mid 80s once you get out across Kansas into Oklahoma. Through the night, a couple little showers are going to try to pop up late tonight. Overnight low down to about 73, but we do have some rain chances in the forecast, which is good. Right now, we're nice and quiet. As we go through the overnight hours, I'm going to stop it for you. At about 3 o'clock in the morning, you can see some scattered showers, a few scattered thunderstorms trying to pop up. So a few working through late tonight. Also additional chances for thunderstorms tomorrow night. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
For the Labor Day holiday, Uniontown, Kansas hosted their annual Old Settlers Picnic. The picnic celebrated 117 years with multiple events over the course of the weekend. Hundreds were in attendance as well, all laughing and enjoying their favorite parts of the picnic.
Yeah, I always fish the fishing tournament, so that and probably the car show, and the food looks pretty good too.
This committee's first year of doing this, and it was challenging, but as you see, it went well. So.
For additional information about next year's picnic or how you can be a part of the events, you can check out their Facebook page. Fort Scott National Historic Site today held an exploration of the labors and leisure on the 1840s frontier post. The purpose of the event was to get outside and enjoy the weather for Labor Day while learning some history. It included live music, historic yard games, and a variety of demonstrations and interpretive programs.
It was built as a military fort in the 1840s. At that time, there was no state of Kansas. This was all Indian territory, and the fort was established here to keep peace between white settlers living over in Missouri and Native Americans living over on what was called the Indian Territory. So there was no town of Fort Scott at that time.
The park grounds are open daily from a half hour before sunrise until a half hour after sunset. School is out for the Labor Day holiday, and some Joplin students spent the afternoon skating. Roller City Entertainment hosted Mania Monday as a way to provide some fun on their day off while staying active. On this Labor Day, many Americans have a day off as the country celebrates workers. The holiday also marks the unofficial end of summer and every 4 years an unofficial kickoff to presidential campaigns. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
Vivek Ramaswamy marched alongside supporters during a Labor Day parade in Milford, New Hampshire, a state critical to his political future.
It's very important. I think top 3 in Iowa, top 2 in New Hampshire. That puts me on a trajectory to be the next president, and we're working to do it. We've been in both states more than any other candidate.
Despite his in-person appearance, Ramaswamy's supporters were outnumbered Monday by marchers loyal to former President Trump.
I'm just here for the barbecue.
Former Vice President Mike Pence stopped in Concord, where a holiday barbecue cook-off was underway.
I'll be honest with you, our life's been pretty good the last couple of years. And it might have been easy to sit this one out, but that's not the way I was raised.
President Biden spent the day with a group that traditionally has lent him strong support, labor union workers.
Folks, in this Labor Day, let me tell you what we're celebrating. We're celebrating jobs, good-paying jobs, jobs you can raise a family on, union jobs.
But labor strife threatens the economic record Biden is running on. An auto worker strike could be 10 days away without a new contract. Biden said Monday he didn't think it would happen, but union members say a strike remains a possibility.
You know, there's no excuse at the end of this. If we get to the 14th and they haven't delivered, then we got to do what we got to do.
Ongoing Hollywood strikes have networks preparing for a new television season without the actors and writers who are on the picket line. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Coming up, we get to know one of our J365 reporters and take a look at his journey to the newsroom. We're introducing you to our new team members. Our latest one is reporter Anthony Saviello. Here's KOAM's Dow Quick to make the introductions.
I have my own personal KOAM lanyard, and I've already gotten some. You work for the news station? Yes, I do. So it is really cool.
Anthony Saviello is used to getting noticed, and he likes it that way.
I could spend all day on stage or in front of a camera. No problem whatsoever.
He says he's always chased the spotlight, performing in front of family, friends, and in school and theater productions. So it's only natural that life led him to his biggest stage yet, reporting news for KOAM.
You know, I wanted to be on camera one day. I wanted to be, you know, that news anchor or this weatherman or this reporter, and now I'm finally getting the chance to do it, and it's just kind of a dream.
Even a self-proclaimed extrovert needs to find some quiet moments. For Anthony, one spot is at the end of a fishing pole.
How about that? Hey, it's not a huge, but that'll do. There's a nice little bluegill there.
While isolation can help recharge, too much can be difficult for some. Anthony says this season of COVID was a challenge for him, and it was then that his mother began her fight against breast cancer.
And I remember about midway through the summer, you know, my parents kept calling my name, and I'm just in my room just kind of like bawling my eyes out because I just couldn't take it anymore, you know. All the emotions of having to deal with everything was really difficult.
But difficult seasons come and go, and Anthony found strength through family and especially his mother's spirit.
My mother is now a breast cancer survivor though, which is amazing. And if I could have half the strength my mother does, I know for a fact I could be able to accomplish anything. It taught me a lot about myself and who I am. And then a few months later, after all this stuff happened, I met Courtney. And now I'm married, I'm with the love of my life.
Anthony and Courtney grew up in Springfield. Their careers led them to Lamar, where she teaches.
This is his favorite way to be held.
They do life with their 4 fur kids. A bit chaotic at times, as you'd expect, but a good addition as the young couple focuses on their new careers.
Franklin Technology Center students are getting their hands
Anthony is taken to his new position like, well, a fish to water, and quickly grasped the responsibility that comes with delivering the news.
It was just instant. It was, this is what I'm meant to do, this is where I'm meant to be, for sure.
In fact, at this point, he can see himself behind the news desk someday, maybe in my seat. But there's one job that he says might be even better than that.
There it is. Oh, that felt good. Straight down the middle. 250 maybe? 250. Not bad. Not bad for a rookie. If ever a broadcast, like a golf broadcast job comes up, I will be a golf broadcaster. For sure. Put me on the PGA Tour. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tiger Woods would not have done that.
You can meet the rest of our team by heading to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. A little later, the Chiefs look ahead to their first regular season opponent. We'll hear from Kelsey and the offensive coordinator.
Plus, we have some chances for showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. We're going to check that out coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be a hot Labor Day for us today. I hope you had a great and safe holiday weekend. Temperatures into the upper 90s, so it felt like summer. It still officially is summer. Of course, meteorologically, it's already fall. Outside right now, it looks pretty good. Here's a nice shot of Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri. All right, we need some rain. We got quite a bit of rain the first half of August. Since then, hasn't been much. For the year, we're only at 21.7. We should be at 32.25. So we're almost 11 inches behind where we should be. So we need some rain. We do have some chances as we go through the next few days, which is great. Looks fine outside right now. Temperatures, kind of a wide range. We had a lot of clouds on the Missouri side, so low to mid 70s and still the mid 80s once you get out into our western counties. Let's go outside. 78, feels like 80, southerly winds. At about 10, it was a little breezy earlier for us today, and these winds are going to pick up once again as we go into the daytime hours tomorrow. All right, nothing going on outside for us right now. We have a weak wave that gave us some scattered thunderstorms earlier across southwestern Missouri. Here's our next storm system. That system will give us chances for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, which is good because we need it. So wave 1 exits, wave 2 is going to drop in on Tuesday. All right, let's go through time. I'm going to stop it at 3 o'clock in the morning. Some scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm popping up along the state line. These drop south and east. Again, very scattered, pretty light. Scattered showers through the morning hours. You can see them kind of hit and miss. Here's 8 a.m., pretty much gone. Late morning toward the noon hour. Temps into the upper 80s. A little bit of sunshine in the afternoon. We heat up, mid 90s once again. A cold front slides in tomorrow evening. Along the front, we're going to have some scattered showers and thunderstorms. The ones that do pop up could be on the stronger side, so we're going to watch that. But scattered thunderstorms, mainly along and south of I-44 tomorrow evening, and mainly gone after midnight tomorrow night. As we go into Wednesday morning, a little bit cooler, upper 60s, but sunshine in the afternoon. Temperatures near 90 degrees. So at least the humidity is going to be a little bit lower and our temperatures are going to be a little bit lower. A day planner tomorrow, 76, few scattered showers in the morning, few scattered thunderstorms late, high temp of 96 degrees. Let's go through the week. We have another good chance for showers and thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday morning. Then as we go into Saturday, it looks pretty good. Another shot late Sunday into Monday, plus a stronger cold front, so our temperatures are going to drop off quite a bit early next week. 96 tomorrow, 91 on Wednesday, 95 on Thursday, 92 on Friday. Near 90 over the weekend, but high temp of only 80. Next Monday, 83 on Tuesday, so it does cool down quite a bit. We just have to wait about another week.
80 sound pretty good to me.
It does sound good.
Thanks, Doug. It's a creepy time of year. Spiders are out everywhere right now. Nick Kelly breaks down why they're so prolific and has some advice from pest control experts on keeping them away.
As we continue through late summer and head into the fall, pest control companies are staying busy with an increase in spider control calls that won't let up until our first frost.
Companies like Bug Zero are not surprised about the increase in calls since this is spider mating season. After baby spiders grow in the spring, the increase in numbers are mainly male spiders looking for mates. While most calls involve non-venomous spiders like American house and wolf spiders, black widow and brown recluse spiders are the two most common in Missouri that are venomous. While spider traps and sprays can take care of spiders already in your home, experts recommend preventive spraying for your home in areas where insects can get in, along with keeping plants and trees 8 feet away from your home and keeping food inside your home tightly sealed or cleaned up to keep other insects away.
If a spider problem does get out of hand, experts say you can spray for yourself. Just be sure that you follow the directions carefully on the label. Otherwise, you can reach out to reputable professionals that are well-trained, well-reviewed, and licensed so that spiders can stay out of your home as we head into the fall season.
Still ahead, Travis Kelce previews the Chiefs' first opponent on Thursday. And the Royals try to break out of a slump at home. John Dales has those stories and more coming up next.
Earlier this summer, the Royals traded one of the best relief pitchers in baseball, Aroldis Chapman, who can throw a fastball faster than 103 miles per hour. In return, they got Cole Reagans, a starting pitcher from Texas, who gets the start this afternoon. White Sox coming to Kansas City to face the Royals. We start in the first inning. No score up until that pitch. Edward Olivares smashes one to left field and gone. Solo home run, his 7th of the year, gives the Royals a 1-0 lead. Reagan's on the mound, dealing. First in the second inning, gets Yoan Moncada looking with a strikeout there. Very next batter, swinging strikeout. Ahead to the fourth, another swinging strikeout, one of 7 on the day for him in 6 shutout innings, just allowing 1 hit. Into the fourth, Royals take a 3-0 lead, make it 5-0. Nelson Velasquez hits one to left field and gone. We go ahead to the fifth, 10-0 this point, Royals piling it on. Olivares goes deep again, his 2nd career multi-homer game. Royals go on to win 12-1. We're already into week 1 of the NFL season, 3 days away from the defending Super Bowl champs Chiefs opening the year at home against the Lions. And even though Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid, all of them are returning, the offense could still look different this year.
We're going into a new season, got essentially a new playbook because we have new pieces, and you got to keep just recreating the offense depending on who's in that building and really what you've done last year. So it's the excitement of being able to just get out there and put more on tape. And I tell everybody all the time, man, that Wednesday meeting every single week is my favorite time of the week, because it's like now I get to visualize how we're going to attack. And Coach Reid and this offensive staff never disappoint in terms of how we can do that and show off the strengths of our offense.
Meanwhile, week 1 of the college football season just wrapping up. In the Big 12, Oklahoma State opens the year with a 27-13 home win over Central Arkansas. And the famous cliche, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one, well, it doesn't really apply because the Cowboys have 3.
We're going to practice all 3 of them and distribute reps based on what we think it should be, the way they played. Mentally, I should have checked this, but it might have been as effective and as efficient mentally, the combination of the 3 of them, than we've ever had a combination of 1 in a game that maybe wasn't a blowout. Sometimes we play, and if we blow teams out, then they don't make a lot of mistakes. But sometimes if you're in pressure situations as a quarterback, you might make mental mistakes based on the circumstances. So I know that we graded really, really high from an MA standpoint, quarterback-wise.
And I mentioned week 1 of the college football season wrapping up. Tonight it finishes with number 9 Clemson getting upset on the road at Duke.
Interesting stuff, John. Well, that's a look at sports, so we're back with more news after this. Halloween is right around the corner, and some of the 4 states is already preparing. The old Katy Hospital in Parsons is being transformed into a haunted house again this year. Project Fear is celebrating their 26th haunt season. They plan to kick off the spooky season on September 29th. You guys ready for the spooky season?
Oh, sure, why not?
Ready? Yeah.
I guess so. At least the temperatures are going to be getting a little bit better as we go through the next week or so. It's 96 for us tomorrow, 91 Wednesday. We are going to get some hit and miss thunderstorms early tomorrow and then again late, especially along and south of I-44. But check out next week. High temps into the 80s most of the week.
Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, definitely. This Thursday going to be a busy day for football again in the area. The Chiefs obviously start the NFL season on Thursday, and then last Thursday we had Pitt State and Missouri Southern opening their season, week 2 for both of them this week.
Exciting week for football,
yes.
Indeed. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for making us part of your night.